Parkinson's disease is one of the most misunderstood neurological conditions affecting millions of older adults worldwide. While it is often associated with tremors and movement difficulties, what most people don't realize is that Parkinson's doesn't start suddenly. In fact, it can begin silently and develop gradually, sometimes years before an official diagnosis is made. Researchers now believe that there are signs, very early signs, that can appear 5 or more years before a diagnosis. These signs are subtle, often ignored, or mistaken for normal aging. But spotting them early can change everything. It can lead to faster diagnosis, earlier treatment, and potentially a better quality of life. In today's video, we reveal the early warning signs of Parkinson's that may show up as much as 5 years before doctors confirm the disease. If you're over 55 or care for someone who is, you don't want to miss this. This could be life-saving information. Let's begin. The first early sign of Parkinson's disease is a reduced sense of smell, medically known as hyposmia. For many people, this is one of the first things to change, long before any tremors or stiffness appear. You might start to notice that food doesn't taste the same. You might stop enjoying your favorite dishes because they seem bland. Many people assume this is just aging or allergies, but in reality, it could be your brain's olfactory center. Being affected by the early stages of Parkinson's, studies have found that 70% to 90% of people with Parkinson's report smell loss years before diagnosis. If you find yourself unable to detect strong odors like perfume, coffee, or smoke, don't ignore it, especially if this symptom is new and unexplained. The second early sign is trouble sleeping, specifically acting out your dreams. This condition is called REM sleep behavior disorder, or RBD. In normal sleep, your body is paralyzed during the dreaming phase to protect you from moving. But in people with Parkinson's, this natural sleep paralysis can fail. That means people might kick, punch, yell, or thrash around in their sleep, often unaware of it. Their bed partners are usually the ones who notice first. This unusual behavior is not just disruptive. It's a red flag. Research shows that many people who experience RBD in their 50s or 60s go on to develop Parkinson's within a few years. If you or your loved one is suddenly having wild, vivid dreams and moving around aggressively during sleep, consult a neurologist. The third warning sign is constipation. And no, we don't mean the occasional discomfort everyone experiences. We're talking about frequent, persistent constipation that doesn't go away with dietary changes. Parkinson's affects the autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary functions like digestion. As a result, the digestive process can slow down significantly, leading to chronic constipation. In fact, studies show that people with Parkinson's often report constipation years before motor symptoms appear. If you find yourself needing to strain regularly, going only once or twice a week, or feeling incomplete bowel movements despite drinking water and eating fiber, take it seriously, especially if it's a new pattern for you. The fourth early sign is a softer or lower voice. You might not even notice it yourself, but others might start asking you to repeat what you just said. Or they might say you sound muffled or like you're whispering. It's called hypophonia, and it happens because Parkinson's affects the muscles that control speech. Your vocal cords might become weaker, or you might have trouble controlling your breath while speaking. Many people blame this on aging, tiredness, or just not feeling like talking much. But when combined with other symptoms, this subtle change in your voice can be a vital clue that your nervous system isn't functioning as it should. The fifth sign is small or cramped handwriting, known medically as micrographia. People with Parkinson's often develop smaller, tighter handwriting as the disease affects their motor control. You might find that your writing becomes harder to read, the letters start to bunch together, or the size of your words keeps shrinking across the page. This is because Parkinson's interferes with the signals between the brain and muscles, making fine motor tasks like writing more difficult. Many older adults overlook this, thinking it's just due to arthritis or shaky hands. But if your handwriting has changed significantly, especially in the past couple of years, it's worth mentioning to your doctor. The sixth early warning sign is facial masking, a term used to describe a reduction in facial expression. People with Parkinson's may develop what's often called a poker face. They may blink less, smile less, and show less emotion overall. Family members might say they look blank or uninterested, even when they're fully engaged. This happens because the facial muscles lose coordination and responsiveness. It's not a sign of depression, although it can be mistaken for one. If someone you know seems emotionally flat or expressionless despite being mentally sharp, could be an early sign of Parkinson's. The seventh and final early sign is slight tremors or twitching, especially in the fingers, hands, or chin. When at rest, this is the symptom most people associate with Parkinson's, but it often begins subtly. You might notice your finger twitching while you're watching TV, or your hand shaking ever so slightly when it's resting on your lap. Stress and fatigue can make it worse. At this early stage, the tremor usually disappears when the hand is in use, which makes it easy to ignore. But when paired with other symptoms we've discussed, like constipation, sleep changes, or loss of smell, it's a red flag that should not be ignored. Now that we've gone through the early signs of Parkinson's, let's talk briefly about what you should do if you or a loved one notices any of these symptoms. First, don't panic. Many of these signs can also be caused by other, less serious conditions, but the key is pattern recognition. If more than one of these symptoms shows up and persists, it's time to consult a neurologist. A detailed clinical evaluation, along with neurological tests, can help determine if Parkinson's or another disorder is responsible. There is currently no cure for Parkinson's, but early detection makes a huge difference. Medications, physical therapy, and lifestyle changes can greatly slow the progression of the disease and improve daily functioning. For example, exercises like Tai Chi, walking, and resistance training can help maintain balance and mobility. Speech therapy can help with voice changes. And medications like levodopa can replace lost dopamine in the brain, helping reduce tremors and stiffness. In some people, Parkinson's develops very slowly, while in others, it can progress rapidly. That's why being aware of these early warning signs can be so critical. You don't have to wait until you see obvious tremors or movement problems to take action. Listen to your body. Look for the subtle shifts. Encourage your loved ones to do the same. Let's recap the early signs once again so they stick in your memory. A reduced or lost sense of smell. Violent or active dreams while sleeping. Chronic constipation that doesn't go away. A soft, low, or muffled voice. Small, cramped handwriting. Loss of facial expression or emotion. Mild tremors or twitching in hands, fingers, or chin while resting. If you're experiencing 2 or more of these symptoms consistently, don't delay. Talk to your doctor and request a referral to a movement disorder specialist. Early intervention may not stop the disease, but it can absolutely empower you to maintain your independence. Make informed decisions and prepare for the future. And here's something else that's important to remember. Parkinson's doesn't just affect the person diagnosed, it affects families, caregivers, and loved ones too. Understanding the signs early helps everyone prepare emotionally and practically for the journey ahead. There are support groups, educational resources, and new treatments being developed all the time. You are not alone in this. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone who may benefit. You might just help someone catch Parkinson's early before the worst symptoms begin. This kind of awareness saves lives. Knowledge is the first step toward control, and together we can help more seniors live healthier, stronger, and longer lives. This is Old as Gold, your trusted channel for aging well, staying informed, and living your best years with confidence. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, take care of your brain, take care of your body, and never ignore the small signs.